What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video by Helmet 49ers Podcast. I'm host JT, and my co-host is my dad.
Hello, JT. What's up?
Well, we're going to do the 49ers vs. Rams preview podcast.
Sorry. What? Okay.
First, cue the intro music. First, don't forget to like.
And subscribe. All right. I was just joking about the yawn. It's not. This game is, what did they say? It's meaningless, quote unquote. I've read, but I'm excited about it. As a Niner fan, big time Niner fans, we're excited about the depth that we can watch and see how they play. Right?
Yeah, there's some rookies that really don't get a chance to play besides Jair Rowe and Jake Moody, because our team is very stacked, and they're like third stringers most of the time. So, and this is like their only chance to play, basically.
Yeah, and it's a regular season game, not just a preseason game. This is a regular season game.
Even though we're going against the Rams backs as well.
Yeah, the Rams are also resting a lot of people because they have locked up their, not really locked up, but they're in the playoffs at least. They can either be the 6th or 7th seed, but they don't see any real need to really fight for the 6th seed if it endangers maybe the health of their star players. So, yeah, I mean, we're, as people know, we are totally into the draft. So we know these depth players that we drafted this year, and we're excited about watching them, seeing them play, show what they got. So yeah, let's move on. What are you going to talk about with this game against the Rams?
Well, the 49ers have beaten the Rams 9 times in the regular season.
Woo! It sounds good.
Hopefully we can make it 10.
That's a long streak. I was not aware how long that streak was. But like you mentioned, there was a loss, and it wasn't regular season.
Yeah, it was in the NFC Championship.
Yeah. So I think that's the break. That's what I remember. I mean, we were there, so
yeah.
So that loss is like, it really hits us. So, but in the regular season, okay, minus that postseason loss, 9 regular straight wins. That's a good beating that Shanahan has put on McVay for that long.
Yeah, and I became an Niner fan in 2019, and I have not experienced a 49ers loss in the regular season against the Rams since I've been a Niners fan.
You're spoiled, man. I told you that. This team is fantastic. Great time to be a fan. Definitely. All right, what else?
Well, the 49ers have secured a first-round bye, so they're going to be resting a lot of their players, and some players might not play a lot. And the one player resting that's not injured is Brock Purdy.
Yeah, that's I mean, last time we talked about this, I was like, it'd be nice if he could play another quarter, but not needed. Like I was saying, he did fantastic coming off of pretty much no training camp, 0 training camp because he was still rehabbing from the UCL surgery, and then he played. We were there at that last preseason game. We wanted to go watch him. What did he play? A quarter? Something like that. Less than a half of football, basically, in that preseason game against the Chargers. Yeah, so, and then he came out on fire right from the start. So I don't think he needs a lot. The guy is really smart and he's talented, and missing this game is not really going to hurt him a whole lot. So that's a good choice. Good choice. Anybody else resting? That's about it, huh? For the most part.
Yeah. And the 49ers are also resting Christian McCaffrey. Kind of. Like, he is hurt, but if we need to win this game, then he probably would have played, he said. McCaffrey.
Yeah. So that's good. I mean, that is probably the player that I want to get rested the most, right? I mean, we ran him so much, played him so much. He hardly ever gets off the field. He takes all these hits and face masks and everything like that. Every time he gets tackled, we're just holding our breath, like, oh my god, he's so important to our offense. And this um, meaningless game this week, plus the next week with the bye, first round bye, is exactly what we wanted for CMC. Get him some rest. The guy is always ready. I mean, the guy's prepared. He's fantastic. So I'm not worried. I'm happy that he's getting this much time off.
And the Rams, like you said earlier, they secured a playoff spot. So they're also going to be resting their starters, which is like mainly just their stars, like, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, Kyron Williams. You probably have never heard of him, but Ernest Jones, their middle linebacker,
Who?
and Matthew Stafford. So
Yeah,
they're going to be playing Carson Wentz.
he was okay for a little bit. Yeah, it's Carson Wentz versus Sam Darnold. Ooh, what a matchup.
I think both are good backups, but terrible starters.
We'll have to see. We saw very little of Sam Darnold, in our offense, like a ball slip out of his hand. I was like, oh my God, what's happening here? But okay, let's give him a clean slate right here, this game, see how he runs Shanahan's offense. I don't know. I don't even see him coming back next year anyways, but it'll be interesting to see what he picks up and if he really does improve and if this is like a quarterback friendly type of offense that he can play in. Um, yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what Sam Darnold can give. But yeah, it looks like the Rams are sitting a lot more stars than we are. Um, we're going to be playing all of our receivers and tight ends and probably a lot of our own linemen too. At least Trent Williams, right?
Yeah, I think the Rams are just resting all their starters because they don't have a first round bye. They don't have 2 weeks off. So it's just like maybe 1 week off,
Yes. Yeah.
and it's not that long.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that. True. Um. Okay. So, I guess the most interesting thing about this game is the people that are going to have a chance to show out and show what they can do on the field. So who is going to play if we go down the line? Okay, so quarterback Sam Darnold, right? First start for
Yeah,
us.
maybe Brandon Allen comes in. I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, yeah. He might come in at the end, but I think getting the most snaps and just for Sam Darnold to be ready for any type of emergency. Hope we don't need him. But if we do, Sam Darnold's going to be the guy. We need to get him as many snaps and ready as possible, just in case, right? Um, Running backs. Who's going to be playing running back for us?
Elijah Mitchell. Hopefully, he doesn't get hurt. Like, that'd be really bad.
Yeah, knock on wood. Yeah. Jordan Mason, of course. One of our faves. And then you were telling me somebody else got bumped up from the practice squad.
Yep, Jeremy McNichols.
Okay. Yeah. He was great in the preseason. I really liked him. I'm glad that we kept him on the practice squad. So but wait. I remember Juszczyk. He's not gonna be in, right? He might be out.
Yeah, because of illness.
Okay. Okay, that's a big loss. We have no other fullback.
Maybe Dwelly can prove that he can be a good backup fullback.
Yeah, but he's on IR.
Oh yeah, he is.
They just put him on IR today.
Braden Willis.
Braden, man, you are really digging deep.
We have to.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. Charlie Warner, maybe. Who else can play? A fullback. We might have to go without a fullback.
We can put
Uh,
in Kittle.
he could do it a little bit, but you don't want him to be
Yeah.
lead blocking and stuff like that. This is interesting. I would love to see if Shanahan really needs a fullback and puts a fullback in, who would be there. Or we just go single back sets,
Yeah.
not the biggest of deals. Um, I think Braden Willis is a good plan. Maybe even Charlie Warner, see how he handles it.
Is Charlie Warner known, like, maybe coming off college, more of a blocking tight end or a receiving tight end?
Blocking tight end.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe he can do that kind of stuff. I don't know. This is last minute for them to pull use check out. Don't know if they have enough time to give another player a lot of reps as fullback. Maybe they get a little bit. I wonder who the emergency fullback is. All right, so we went down the running backs, wide receivers. Who's going to be there so far that we know?
Ayuk, Debo, but I guess I think we're talking more about the backups.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we'll get to it. I mean, most of the time, Ayuk and Debo seem like they're going to play. Jawan Jennings is out,
Yes.
right? They ruled him out. Um, Next up would be Ray McLeod.
Yeah, he's coming back from injury.
Yeah, they just took him back. They just activated him from IR, and I think because of that, they put Dwelly on IR to make room for McDonald. Ray McLeod. Sorry,
Did you
I
say
said
McDonald?
McDonald. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. I want a Big Mac or something. Anyways, so okay, Ray McLeod. um, yeah. So, are you happy he's back?
Yes, because I cannot stand Ronnie Bell.
Hey man, you were pretty high on Ronnie Bell in the beginning. I mean, he could be good. He made some drops. You remember in the preseason, he was making some good catches, and other times he just like totally drop it or fumble it. And then it happened with the punt returns too.
Like, I think punt return is just not his thing.
Yeah,
And I
maybe
think he's just like we should just make him stick to wide receiver instead.
he's had some good catches, and he's had some bad drops too. I believe in the preseasons. So he's shown the inability to hold on to the ball sometimes. So I don't know. He just needs a little more seasoning. This might be his too early to get a lot of play time. He needs to practice a bit more. You know. Okay. All right. Tight end. George Kittle's going to play, right? Charlie Warner, back him up. And then you were talking about Braden Willis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Old lineman Trent Williams, Aaron Banks. I don't know if he's going to play. If he does, maybe a little bit.
I think he's questionable.
I know he had the toe turf issue. Jake Brendel going down the line, Feliciano, and
He's questionable.
McKivitz. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we got some backup old linemen.
I don't really care for them because I just know they're not very good.
Yeah, I know, but this is their chance. Okay, we can see it. It might not be pretty, and it might be passable. So we got Jalen Moore. Let me see who else we got.
Ben Bart.
Ben Barch, yes, the man, the myth. I don't even know when he got on the team. Burford, he's also their backup.
Matt Pryor.
Matt Pryor, yeah, I think they brought him back. I think I'm not too sure about that. Let me look it up. Let me look that up.
I think we're gonna keep McKivitz in for maybe the entire game.
Matt Pryor, yeah, Matt Pryor seems like he is on the team. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. Okay. Trent Williams. Okay. Yeah. So I'm surprised Trent Williams is playing. I don't know. Maybe
he doesn't need practice.
Maybe he just needs to stay in shape and football shape. I read that Shanahan was like, he was saying, oh, you should see Trent Williams after 3 weeks off. It could be pretty bad. I think Trent Williams might get out of shape if he doesn't have football to really keep him in shape. So, I mean, technique and stuff like that and strength is good, but I think maybe endurance might be something that's a problem if he doesn't keep up with the regiment and the practice. So Trent Williams, maybe a quarter. Well, yeah, maybe a quarter and just get like Jalen Moore or something. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, maybe even less than a quarter.
If Trent Williams gets hurt for the playoffs, though, that wouldn't be good at all.
Oh, no. More knocking. Okay. All right, let's get over to the defensive side. Defensive lineman. Nick Bosa looks like he's going to play.
Yeah, but we're looking at the backup as well. And Chase Young, yeah, he's going to play. Armstead's not going to play.
We do have a lot of defensive ends. Chase Young, we got Randy Gregory also. Cleveland Farrell, he'll get a lot of playtime too.
Sebastian Joseph Day.
I think from what I've heard, I mean, I'm not a big defensive tackle kind of a guy. I mean, I don't
Just 'cause of
watch them,
Kinlaw?
but they were saying no, no, no. I'm just saying I don't watch them. So, but then I heard that he actually played pretty well, and that would be good for us. We have to find some more depth there. If Eric Armstead is, out for longer than we think still, then we need depth because sometimes Kinlaw can get blown up. But Givens can do okay here and there too, but we need depth. We need some good depth people. So I hope Joseph Day gets some playtime and shows that he can hold up pretty well.
Yeah, but according to PFF, Brandon Gregory, he's been playing bad.
Yeah. I heard that just on the podcast yesterday, saying that he doesn't keep outside containment. Like remember that time we were watching the game? I was like, look, he just let Lamar Jackson. There's a wide open space on the, Lamar Jackson's left side because Randy Gregory is not keeping in his lane. He's, I don't know. Anyways, he's like blitzing from the inside and then keeping this big gaping hole for Jackson to run out of. So he needs to play better in that way, in that sense. Anyways, okay, linebackers. It looks like our starting linebackers are going to play too. There's some rookies that might have a chance to show up, show out a little bit, right?
D. Winters and Jalen Graham.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm most excited for D. Winters because he's pretty fast for a linebacker.
You love speed, man.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. And you see TCU, D. Winters from TCU, and which I remembered, but Graham, what is he at now? He came from Purdue Boilermakers. Gotcha. All right. I did see a little bit of good stuff from D. Winters in the preseason. I don't remember much about Graham, so I would love to see them play at least a half and see what they got. I'll be excited about that. Okay, going back to the secondary, cornerbacks. This would be interesting. Ward, Ambry Thomas, the usual. Lenore will be playing, but I think they're going to put in probably, unfortunately, Oliver in the nickel.
No, I think this is a good time to experiment Oliver at safety.
That is a totally good plan. I like that. Who's going to play nickel? Well, do we have enough cornerbacks to back up? Or our starters, some of our starters are going to have to play the whole game. I don't want that. But we got Luter. That's it.
Womack.
I don't think we have enough room to put Oliver at safety, unfortunately. We only got 3 cornerbacks to back up the other starting 3 cornerbacks. That's pretty crazy. Unless one of the safeties can move thin at safety too. So I would say, yeah, Oliver at nickel, Daryl Luter, and Womack on the outside. I mean,
and then we had Jason Verrett.
That's another Jason Verrett. My God, the poor guy has so many injuries, season ending. I don't know what's going to happen this year. I say that every season. Every season he's out with this season-ending injury, and I say, he probably won't come back. He probably won't. And he comes back. He comes back again and again and again and again and again.
I think this is the last
10 years.
I'm pretty sure he's going to try it this season. Like, there's no way he's going to keep trying to get on a team and then get a season-ending injury and keep rehabbing.
I think you're right. He didn't even have a chance. He was practice squad all the way and even cut from the practice squad. So the window's really shutting pretty close down to nothing for him because you're right. He's rehabbing, and this is his 10th year from what I can see online. His 10th year, and he's only played, I think, 2 full seasons. Everything else is ended in a disastrous type of injury. So, man, I feel sorry for him. Well, good luck on the rehab again. I don't think it's not that bad of a injury. A rotator cuff, I think, is not like an Achilles or an ACL.
Yeah, but
So,
it's still a
but
season-ending injury.
enough. Yeah, we're so late in the season. It is season ending this time, but still, he's getting pretty old, and that injury in practice is like, man, how flukish can that be? Okay, so who are some of the okay? Oh, Taylor Hawkins, safety. We haven't gotten to safety yet. Taylor Hawkins, who Brown is out, right? So Gibson's out. So all we have left is Logan Ryan,
Yeah. Taylor Hawkins.
Taylor Hawkins, and Eric. No, Eric Harris is still in the practice squad, right? That's about it. We are so thin on safety too.
Oh no.
That's why I'm surprised that in the practice squad we got one running back and one safety, right? Taylor Hawkins was promoted from the practice squad today, so he'll be playing, and I liked him a lot. I like him. I like him. He has potential, so I'm glad he can get some playtime.
Also, if only he had Quantrish night.
Yeah, he was a good
I just
dancer.
remembered him.
He was a good dancer at training camp. So what do you think about let's talk about some of those players. What do you think about Robert Beal? Are you excited? You were excited when we got him. Sixth
I
rounder, right?
I think fifth.
Georgia, fifth rounder.
Yeah, I only liked him because he was fast.
You love speed. Let me see. Yeah, 250 pounds. Georgia. Doesn't say what round, but are you excited about that speed coming in right now?
Well, he weighs 250 pounds, so I think that's pretty good for his size. He ran like a 4 or 5. But if he doesn't have any technique, then he's probably not gonna be very good.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of D linemen coming out. They just don't have the technique. They have the speed or they have the strength. Uh, but technique, that takes a lot of work and practice and ability to do that. Sometimes they just rely on speed to get around the corner, but once that's cut off, they don't have any secondary moves to get to the quarterback. We'll see what he got. We got him at a very low round from a Georgia championship Georgia team. So um, this is his chance to shine.
Mm.
Yep. Yeah. So all right. Well, we went through the whole roster. We're not gonna talk about special teams because it is what it is. But
Yeah, Ray McLeod's back for special teams.
oh yes, that is a relief. That is a relief. Like you said, Ronnie Bell got us very nervous whenever he went out to field punts.
We're
So
we're, we're nervous no matter what, even if it's Ray McLeod. But we're less nervous.
that's true. That's real true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just hold on to the ball. He had a fumbling problem in Pittsburgh, right? So he's done better here for sure. He's done much better. All right. So I guess that's it. Let's see. How about the? Oh, you were talking about. We talked about injuries. Um, we're going to talk about two things: scores and predictions, and Pro Bowl rosters. The Pro Bowls, it's come down. They announced the starting Pro Bowl rosters, and um, I saw this list, and it was all from fan voting, and we killed it as Niner fans. I know I voted at least 20 times.
Yeah.
Some of my coworkers were like, why would you want to vote for all Niner players, even though they don't deserve it? I'm a Niner fan. I want to vote all Niners, help them get in. But Brock Purdy was like the leading vote getter, right,
Yep.
in all of the NFL. So very impressive. The fans came out and voted for him. That's great. So we have 9 starters from what I heard. You remember what?
I think we have 8 starters.
Oh, 8 starters?
Yeah, I don't think Javon Hargrave is starting.
Okay, okay. Of course. Okay, we could go through it. Brock Purdy, CMC, right?
Yep. Kittle,
Kittle, Trent Williams.
Fred
You
Warner, Nick Bosa, and then Hargrave.
you said no. You said no on Hargrave.
Well, he's not starting.
Okay, I'm talking about starters though,
Oh,
because there's a bunch of alternates too, right? Didn't we have use check too?
yeah.
Um, did
Oh,
Ward make it?
Traverse Ward.
Yeah, Ward made it, right? I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think it's 9. I think that is 9. I don't know. Yeah, that's a great showing for the Niners in the Pro Bowl. Yeah, and we got a bunch of alternates too.
Yeah, and then we had like, was it 8? I don't remember, but there's Ayuk, Armstead, Banks, Brendel, Burks, Drigrinlaw, Lenore, McKivitz, Pepper, Debo, Mitrosnowski, and Chase Young. They were alternates.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we had like a dozen alternates, 9 starters, and that. So yeah, it's a good showing for the Niners for sure. And a lot of players will bow out, and the alternates will fill in. So there could be more. But like we said, we want we don't want any Niners to play in the Pro Bowl for sure. You know, they got
Yeah,
bigger fish to fry. All right, so awesome with the Pro Bowl. Next will be All Pro voting. I don't know when that's
that
going to come out.
counts way more than Pro Bowls.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Um, can't wait to see who gets the All Pros. And of course, um, so far we're looking at the Offensive Player of the Year watch, and Christian McCaffrey, of course, was leading last week, and hopefully will hang on to it, even though he's not going to play this game. Hopefully he's done enough to lock it in, and hopefully he'll be the OPOY.
Yeah, and hopefully Tyreek Hill has a bad game since there's no more fantasy football. I don't really care for him to have a good game or not.
Yeah, you were rooting for him because he was on your team. Uh, yeah, yeah. I'm hoping CMC, and of course, he looks like he's going to be getting the rushing leader too. So he's going to have rushing leader and hopefully offensive player of the year. Awesome. That'd be great. That'd be great for him. He deserves it, man. He's been working so hard to get this team over the hump. Um, with all the rest of the players too. All right. So what else we got to talk about?
Oh, so let's talk about the snubs for the Pro Bowl.
Oh, snubs. Well, okay. I mean, alternate is fine. I mean, you don't have to be a
I
starter.
I feel like who should have like actually made the Pro Bowl and not the alternates. Like Ayuk, maybe Armstead. Even though I feel like if he played more, he probably would have made it.
Yeah, quite possibly. He's missed too many games so far, unfortunately. Yeah, Ayuk has done fantastic, man. He was on the verge, I would say. Yeah, there's a lot of great wide receivers. It's not about stats and who knows what, but if he doesn't make it this year, they'll make it up to him and they'll put him next year. That's how kind of the Pro Bowl voting goes. So it's okay. He'll probably get in anyways as an alternate. So it's all right. Sorry for me. No big deal. In my eyes, at least.
Well, that wraps up. Sorry, scores and predictions.
Yeah, let's do some scores. Ooh boy, have you even thought about it?
Mm, not yet.
Okay, here let me get the uh 2014 Niners. I think it's gonna be low scoring. I think it's not gonna be as sharp because we're playing with a lot of backups.
I'm gonna go 23-17.
23-17. Niners, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm just kidding. Of course, yes. I wonder if we were ever the underdog in any game this year. I don't know if we were. You know,
mm,
even with the losing streak, we were going up against the Browns and the Vikings. Maybe the Bengals, since we were on such a losing streak, might have been.
yeah. Maybe against the
But that was
Steelers
at
because
home
of
too.
Caution's history of losing all the time in their
Yeah,
first game.
I don't know. I'd have to look at that. Let's see if we were ever the underdog at all this whole season. Anyways, all right. Good predictions. Kind of a low scoring affair. I don't. I think that's what's going to happen. So, but like I said, we both can't wait to see how our players go, and hopefully they do well. you know.
By the way, the Steelers beat the Ravens.
Oh, Tyler Huntley's not going to go to the Pro Bowl this year for sure.
Mm,
Just
he
kidding.
might sneak his way into there.
The fifth alternate gets in. Well, Lamar Jackson didn't play and stuff like that, but yeah, this is kind of a throwaway game too for them. 17-10, Pittsburgh wins, and what did I say? I said 2014. It's going to be like that kind of a score. It could be, when some of the teams don't have anything to play for. Who knows? We'll see. Hopefully, it'll be a great blowout by the Niners.
Yeah,
We do have better depth.
that's always the hope.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps up for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye. And check out our other video.